Hello, everyone, and welcome to the latest episode, the newest episode, the one that's live right now of the David Hittle Real Estate Show. I am your host, as always. I am David Hittle, a real estate agent, real estate professional, a realtor with United Real Estate Louisville. And I'm so excited, as always, to be here with all of you. And I always enjoy doing these lives every week, and I hope that they are educational, that they give you some understanding of what is happening in today's real estate market and what you can do about it if you are going to be a participant in the real estate market, which we all hope that you are. Before I get started this evening, please visit my website. My website is shopkentuckyhomes.com. You can do a lot of things from the website, including get into contact with me. You can find out your home's value. You can find your next dream home, all from my website. So please do visit it, shopkentuckyhomes.com. So this week we are going to talk about not getting caught off guard by closing costs in loans. We're also going to talk about whether or not this may be the year for you to buy a home. And we're also going to talk about what you should do if your dream home just hit the market. So let's get started. So, what are closing costs? So, when it comes to a home purchase, we know that we have typically a down payment, we have closing costs, and then we have other costs associated with purchasing a home. But some home buyers are getting caught off guard by the amount of closing costs. A recent survey found that 41% of home buyers were surprised by their closing costs. Down payments and closing costs are the two things that need to be saved for when you are purchasing a home. But no one escapes closing costs. Every home loan has closing costs. If you are purchasing a home with an FHA loan, a VA loan, a conventional loan, a USDA loan, jumbo loans, construction loans, if you're buying a home with cash, it will still have closing costs. So, what are closing costs? Well, closing costs are transactional costs. They are usually a collection of fees and payments that are made to individuals and organizations that are involved in the real estate transaction. These things include government recording costs, appraisal fees, credit reporting fees, lender origination fees, title services, tax service fees, survey fees, attorney fees, underwriting fees, the costs to your lender, the cost to the title company, the cost to, if you're selling a home, the cost to your real estate agent. So those are included in every single real estate transaction and can impact your home purchase. And they are things that need to be saved for. Understanding what your closing costs include is important, but knowing what you'll need to budget is also important. According to Freddie Mac, the costs to close are typically between 2 and 5% of the total purchase price. So, with that in mind, using the median home price in the United States of $350,300, 2 to 5% would be either 7 or 17,500. So knowing that number is important. but connecting with your realtor and getting a good home lender is even more important because your realtor and your home lender charge certain amounts of money for those fees. So typically, I use a lender who doesn't charge 2 to 5% on their loans. They normally have a ceiling of about $5,000. So with that in mind, I can help my clients know what their closing costs are going to look like. The best way to make sure that you are prepared at closing time is to make certain that you understand what these costs are. So when you find your home and your realtor and you have made an offer on that home, and that offer gets accepted by the sellers, your realtor should send all that paperwork to your home lender, to your home loan expert. From there, they will eventually, once they have compiled all the information, they will send you an estimated closing disclosure. That estimate will change from now to the closing time, but it is an estimate of the closing costs that you're looking at, any credits that you already have in, and other things that you need to know, other legal information that they have to provide you, but that will give you a close idea of what your closing costs are going to be. And your lender, along the entire process, can help you understand what your costs are going to be as well. As you start your home buying journey, take the time to get a sense of all of the costs involved from your down payment to closing costs. And the best way to understand what you'll need at the closing table is to work with a team of trusted real estate professionals, from your realtor to your lender to the title company. All of these individuals factor into what your closing costs will be. And of course, in today's hot real estate market, it is more important than ever to make sure that your budget includes any fees and payments due at closing. So let's connect today so that you have the knowledge you need to be confident going into the home buying process. And it is incredibly important that you work with a real estate professional, especially if you are purchasing a home. Typically, your buyer's agent, your home buying realtor, is paid by the seller at closing. This means that the closing costs that you pay at closing do not include your realtor's commission, because your realtor's commission is paid by the seller at closing. So that's important to know, that you get the services of a realtor that works on your side but is paid by the seller at closing. So your buyer's agent typically works for you. They have your best interests at heart, but they get paid by the seller, not by you. That's important to keep in mind because that saves you a percentage that the seller will wind up paying at closing. So, are you wondering if this is the year to buy a home? This could be your year. And it seems like this year is going to be very similar to the previous 2 or 3 years, with home prices increasing, But unlike the last few years, mortgage interest rates are rising this year as well. Every year, many renters, especially renters, ask themselves the same question: should I continue renting, or is it time to buy a home? And if you are a renter, chances are you've asked yourself that question at least once. And it's likely because you faced an increase in your monthly housing cost again. As home prices have increased, the taxes that homeowners and landlords have to pay has also increased. In some places, the taxes on homes and apartments and condos and everything have skyrocketed. They have overassessed, or they have the values have just gone up so much that taxes have gone up a lot too. Well, your landlord is not going to pay that out of pocket. That's not what they're there to do. They are going to pass some of those costs, at least, on to their renter. And therefore, a lot of places have seen increased rental prices this year and last year and the year before, because as home prices and as these residential prices increase, your landlord is going to try to have the renter foot that bill. So that is one reason why your monthly housing costs may have increased. But while home prices are going up and while interest rates are going up, rental prices are going up as well. And in some cases, these rental prices are going up at a higher rate than home prices are going up. So, looking at a studio apartment, and this is the average over the entire United States from January of 2021 to January of 2022. But for a studio apartment, the average rent increased 21% this year. For a one bedroom, it increased 19.2%. And for a two bedroom, it also increased on average 19.2%. While at the same time, home prices year over year had in some cases increased by double digits, but in most areas, home prices did not increase by 20%. They increased by 10, 15%, but not by 20%. So the home prices are actually increasing at a slower rate than rental prices are right now, making it a good opportunity possibly for you to get into a home and get out of the rental price skyrocket, the rental cost skyrocket. If you are a renter and you are planning on signing a new lease, your monthly costs are likely to go up when you do so. And those rising costs can have a big impact on your financial goals, including any goals you are making to save for a home purchase. So, home ownership does something that renting cannot do. Home ownership offers stable monthly costs. One of the key benefits of owning a home is that you are able to lock in and stabilize your payments for the duration of your loan. That's not the case when you rent. Your rent is subject to increase every time you sign a new contract or a new lease. While rents are already on the rise, there's a good chance that many people will see their rental cost increase even more this year. Danielle Hale, the chief economist at Realtor.com, put it this way, and she said, with rents already at a high and expected to keep going up, rental affordability will increasingly challenge many Americans in 2022. So again, if you are ready to become a homeowner, you've saved up for your down payment, you've saved up for your closing costs. If you are ready to become a homeowner, waiting any longer may not make any financial sense at all. Instead, you have an opportunity to escape the cycle of rising rents and enjoy the many benefits that come with home ownership today. So, starting your journey towards home ownership can pay off significantly this year. Get your get your costs of living locked in when you own a home versus when you are renting. If you are financially ready today, we should connect so that we can discuss your options. And that is a huge problem in today's real estate market is rents are having to go up in order to keep up with home price increases, home values increasing, to keep up with taxes, to keep up with insurance. I read an article this week that Allstate is increasing the cost of their insurance premiums just to keep up with inflation. They are increasing the cost of a piece of paper to keep up with inflation. So it is important that you understand if you are a renter, especially right now, that rental prices are bound to keep going up. You are not going to be able to escape the ever increasing rental prices if you continue to rent, and you can lock in your monthly housing payment by owning a home, but you should only do so if you are financially ready. And if you have questions about how to become financially ready, you can always contact me. You can do so by visiting my website, shopkentuckyhomes.com. On there, you can communicate with me. You can find your next home. You can get the home valuation of your current home if you'd like to know how much money or how much equity you have in your home now. But you can do all of those things on my website, shopkentuckyhomes.com. So our uh, final thoughts today are what you should do today if you just saw your dream home hit the market. And that's a very big possibility. Here in Louisville, the amount of homes on the market is incredibly low. We have here in Louisville less than 1 month of inventory. So if you just saw your dream home hit the market, it's likely not going to last very long. For the first time in a long time, though, the number of newly listed homes is starting to rise, and that's occurring because of the weather. As winter turns to spring and spring turns into summer, we always see more homes hit the market. The number of newly listed homes is beginning to rise, and in the latest monthly release from Realtor.com, that has entered the number of existing homes entering the market has increased for 2 months in a row. This comes after 6 months of decline. So we're finally starting to see more homes hit the market. But here locally, we are still at a low number, and we are waiting to see that increase as well. However, even while seeing the number of homes listed on the market increase, buyer demand is still outpacing housing supply. And this means that home prices are going to continue to increase. We're going to continue to see homes last on the market for less than a week in some cases. We are going to continue to see bidding wars and multiple offer situations occur in this market because there are still, even after 3 or 4 or 5 years, there are still more buyers in this market than there are sellers. Though the increase in homes coming to the market is great news for prospective home buyers, the number of buyers is still outpacing the number of sellers. And Realtor.com explained this in their latest report. They said during the final 2 weeks of the month, which was January, more new sellers entered the market than during the same time last year. However, we are still missing 5.8 million new homes. Can you imagine 5.8 million new homes? And millions of millennials are hitting the first time buying age. And this housing supply faces a long road to catch up with demand. You have to think about it this way. We have been behind, or home builders have been behind in building for years and years and years. There's what they call the home builder confidence index. And when the confidence index is high, that means home builders are confident in building a home. You have to think it takes 3 to 6 months, sometimes even years, to build one home, depending on the builder. So, if home builders are not confident in building homes, or they're not confident that they can sell the homes that they're building, they're not going to build. So, home builders have been behind the times in building homes. Therefore, with the lack of home building, home buyers flooding the market, home builders cannot keep up. Then we throw in the curveball of the coronavirus, not being able to get skilled labor out to actually build the home. People getting sick and their confidence, home builder confidence falls again. Will this new virus keep people from buying homes? Well, the answer turned out to be no, but home builders didn't predict the future right. Then comes supply chain issues. You have to think when you're building a home, you need a lot of wood. You need concrete, which includes sand and water and everything that goes into that. You need nails. You need glue for the plywood. You need wiring. You need piping. You need plumbing. You need a huge variety of materials go into building a home. And supply chain has messed up housing just as much as it has messed up our everyday technology items and our everyday food items. If that wasn't enough, if the virus didn't hurt us and the supply chain didn't hurt us, now we have inflation. So on top of not being able to get the materials, on top of work crews and labor shortages, getting sick because of the coronavirus, now we have inflation causing the cost of these same materials and labor and wages to increase as well. Home builders are so confused on what to do. And that confusion has caused the 5.8 million deficit in homes that are needed to be built. Amazingly. According to the Showing Time Showing Index, buyer demand was greater this January than any other January in the last 5 years. It beat out 2021, greatly beat out 2020, 2019, and 2018. The latest data from Showing Time shows a surge in home buyer demand, and this enormous activity occurred in a month when buyer activity typically slows, and followed a historic 2021 where buyer demand across the country was extraordinarily strong. So, what does this mean to you? Basically, as homes come to the market, they are quickly being purchased by eagerly awaiting buyers. I have 12 to 15 buyers right now waiting to buy a home. They're waiting to see their home, their home hit the market. They're just waiting for their home to hit the market. Could that home be your home? A lot of home buyers are looking for starter homes today. 3 bedroom, 2 bath. If you got a garage, great. If you have a basement, awesome. A lot of buyers are looking for starter homes today just to get out of renting. They want to get away from renting and they just want their first home. You can help if you're a homeowner looking to sell a home. Maybe you want to upgrade your home to a brand new construction home. I hear they're really nice. So basically, as homes are coming to the market, they are quickly being purchased by eagerly awaiting buyers. So even though the number of newly listed homes is increasing, the number of active listings is actually still shrinking every month because buyers are purchasing homes almost as soon as they come up for sale. And that means listings are coming on and off the market so fast that they don't even carry over to be counted in the active listings for the following month. And according to Realtor.com, the number of active listings is actually dropping again. And it has been dropping ever since September of last year. The number of active listings on the market is dropping nationwide month after month after month. So the bottom line here is this: whether you are looking to upgrade to a home that will better suit your lifestyle, looking to sell a home, maybe to upgrade to that home that will better fit your lifestyle, or you're looking to purchase your first home, maybe escaping rent, let's connect so that you can stay updated on what's happening in our area, and so that you are prepared to move immediately if a home fitting your needs hits the market. Your dream home may be one of those new listings that just became available. But if you are not actively looking, if you are not speaking with your realtor on a daily, on a weekly basis, you may miss the boat. Your home may become available today and be gone tomorrow. So if you are looking to buy a home this year, anytime, if you're looking to buy a home, either here in Kentucky or Indiana, anywhere in the country, I can help with that. But if you are looking to purchase a home this year, it is time to do so. I know I say that a lot, but it's because of these interest rates that I say it with more velocity this year. So if you are looking to purchase a home, please visit my website, shopkentuckyhomes.com. and you can communicate with me on that website. You can obviously call me, you can text me, whatever you need to do, whatever you feel most comfortable with. But if you are looking to purchase a home this year, now is the time to at least get started, start looking, getting prepared to make your moves. And I can help you to understand what you'll need to do in order to do that. So, everyone, I thank you all for watching the show today. I'm always happy to come on and do it, and I am incredibly satisfied that I get to educate and bring you just all the information that I possibly can. Until next Sunday, uh, today is Won't You Be My Neighbor Day. So if you haven't gone out and met your neighbors, go do that today. It looks like a beautiful day outside. Go meet your neighbors. Go be the welcome committee if you haven't done so already. But until next time, I thank you all for watching. Please visit my website, shopkentuckyhomes.com. And until next week, have a great Sunday and have a great day.